Hello friends, welcome back to the VFX Pipeline channel, and in this video we will see what are the MPAA policies and procedures that you should follow inside your studio or your company. This information is based on MPAA Common Guideline version 4.05, which is released on May 31st, 2019. For more information you can visit mpaa.org past practices. Policies and procedures. You should establish policies and procedures regarding assets and content security. Policy should be addressed following topics. So now I'm going to show you all the topics that is covered in MPAA guidelines, and here you can see that I'm going to give you a top overview of these policies. In my coming video we will go inside more detail, and we will include what you should put inside these policies and procedures. So what should be the policies and procedures? We will go in more detail. So let's just see this as an index to get a more overall helicopter view of the policies and procedures. So the first thing is you should have a policy for acceptable use of social media, internet, phone, personal devices, mobile devices, etc. And also like how you can actually use mobile within the company, because you know these days mobile phones are having like a recording capability. So because of that there is actually a risk involved in this. So that's why we should have a proper policies for that. We will cover these policies in our coming video. Second policy is that you should maintain on the asset and content classification and handling policies. So all the content that you have, all the assets that you have, make sure you have a proper classification for that. So with that you can identify which are the content which is highly secure content and high risk content. You should have a content transfer process and system. For example, it can be a FTP server, it can be any cloud-based service, or we will by which way you are actually transferring the content to your client, and so that's what we should make a policies for that part. Another policy should be the change control and configuration management policy, and this is basically what kind of software that you are allowed to install, what are the hardwares that you are able to use, and what are the network settings and configurations, or if there is any changes within these domain, then you should inform to the members or the clients for all these changes. This control and configuration management policies, I'm going to make a separate video on this, and this is a wide topic, so definitely I will cover in a separate video. Please stay tuned on my channel. We should make a confidential policies, and that include all the points which is related to the confidentiality of all the terms of confidentiality, and NDA should be included there, like non-disclosure agreements and all. So this will be another policy that you should make. Digital recording device policies. So that is actually if employees are using a smartphone or a digital camera or a digital camcorder, so make sure there is a strict rule for that or common guidelines for that, so everyone knows about at what level they are able to use or they are not able to use, or they should not use within the company production floor. You should have a incident report response policy. I mean, if something wrong going in the studio, I mean not wrong in the sense if there is any issue of data related stuff, maybe there is a risk of leaking that content, or maybe some piracy issue. So there must be a incident response system should be in the company, and that also contain a anonymous method for report piracy or mishandling the content. So that should be a policy. We will cover this incident response policy in our coming video in detail. You should have a policy for network, internet and wireless. So what are the production network, and if you want to access the network from VPN, then that must be a separate network, should not connect to the main system in the network. Also the Wi-Fi policies, which is like there must be a separate Wi-Fi for production, separate Wi-Fi for guest, all these kind of policies that definitely we will cover in our next video. Password control, so make sure you are using a strong password policies and minimum length or a standard password policies and screensavers for the user account, whether it is a Windows login or a your asset management or your main ERP login. You should maintain a security policies and procedures which include all the thing related to physical security and digital security. You should have a visitor policies, like who can enter inside the studio and or who can actually enter inside the production area, with what are the process and protocols that you should follow for visitors to be allowed entries inside the main area. And also this should be like full rules and policies and procedures for visitors, and that is one of the important policies that we will cover in our next video. And also you must follow or create a policy and procedure for disciplinary and sanction policies, which is we will cover in our next video. So guys, these are the total policies that you should follow or you should create within your organization if you want to stay tuned with MPAA guidelines. And in my coming videos I'm going to cover all these policies one by one in more detail. So that's it for this video. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and in my next video I will cover what is MPAA social media policy. So I will see you in my next video.